Team USA has moved to the knockout round. This coming in the aftermath, John, of a spectacular individual performance, the courage of that guy, Christian Pulisic, the star. Captain America, he's called. He won the World Cup game for Team USA. His defender, Walker Zimmerman, preserved the victory in an unbelievably emotional win, politically charged atmosphere against Iran. Pulisic crashed his way to the goal mouth at the 38-minute mark, flicked his foot, deflected a ball into the net as he collided head-on with the Iranian goalkeeper. He's got a bruised pelvic. He has not worked out Tuesday, Wednesday, nor Thursday. There will be a walkthrough on Friday. He says he will play Saturday morning at 7 a.m. How long he holds up remains to be seen. Whether he's close to 100% proficiency remains to be seen too. Couple of off the top of my head items. It is so much fun to see that guy develop into a superstar. He's a global superstar. Mm-hmm. Regardless of whether Chelsea wants to play him full-time or not, he's become a global superstar. John, we remember him struggling so badly as such a young 21-year-old, trying to help Team USA qualify for the last World Cup, did not. To see him take that next step forward, unbelievable. Second piece of the argument, they started this World Cup playoff series with one guy with experience, DeAndre Yellen, and he's not gotten on the field, but he's the only veteran that was on the roster. As we sit here going towards Saturday, we got all 25 guys on the roster are now tested World Cup veterans. The ties with Wales, the ties with England, and then the very emotional win against Iran. This team has grown up right before our eyes. And John, to me, as they get ready to play the Netherlands, they're a really dangerous side. All right, you sat, you watched, you know what I think about what Team USA has become and what Captain America has brought to the forefront. Your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, it was a spectacular game. I think the whole second half, I was on the edge of my seat, especially as Pulisic, was pulled out to start the second half. And then as the second half progressed, they pulled out some of their attackers and went to more of a defensive configuration. And as a result, Iran had the ball like on our side of the court a lot. And so, every play was really close. But yeah, what a great victory for the team. I mean, again, there's so many levels to this, right? There's from a soccer perspective, a great move for Team USA, who didn't qualify last time, now is in knockout round in the brackets. And yeah, Netherlands is going to be tough, Team Orange. But yeah, all the political stuff, the backdrop, which we won't get into, but it just added a lot more intrigue to how this whole thing played out. So, you go USA.
Sidebar comment. We talk about the pressure that Pulisic and Team USA was under. How about the pressure the Iranian players were under? The whole flag controversy, the way the world has looked at Iran for how it's treated women, the protests that were swirling around, the ugliness of what I thought was one of the nastiest press conferences I've ever seen, where the international journalist went after Team USA's players and its coach. Why are you playing that side, Iran, when they do what they do to their people who live back home? Then the threats from the Iranian government after the Iranian players refused to sing the national anthem at midfield before the second game. And it just built and built and built. And then the insinuations that if you don't toe the rope, you players from Iran, your families are going to be in danger. It was horrific. So we talk about the pressure that Pulisic and Team America had. How about the pressure that was on Iranian side?
I mean, it was incredible because these guys are tremendous athletes, just like the American athletes are. They don't want to get involved in the political mess, but they're kind of in the mixing pot of the whole thing. And it was interesting. You're right. They didn't sing the national anthem game one. Game two, they kind of mumbled it along because they were probably getting pressure. But it was interesting. If you look in the stands, you see the Iranian fans cheering on their team. You see women cheering on their team that appear to be completely free, just like any American woman would be. And so that was encouraging. But God, it's just so much about America, life, liberty, pursuit of happiness, and you just like to see the whole world kind of grab onto that ideal. And Iran, just they have some work to do.
I will say this, that win against Iran was emotionally charged, and Captain America won the game. But I'll tell you what, his defender, Walker Zimmerman, who committed the really bad penalty that led to the Wales penalty kick that tied the first game, Walker Zimmerman cleared a ball and in front of an open net after goalkeeper Matt Turner had fallen. Otherwise, that ball's in the net and the whole game changes. He also, in the waning 9 minutes of injury time, headed out of the box 5 different crossing passes when Iran was just pressuring, pushing.
It was tremendous.
And he had that big defender, that fullback, went up and deflected 5 crossing passes to prevent Iran from getting close-up shots on Matt Turner. And collectively, it was a great team win because a lot of other guys played well. On to the Netherlands, or as they call them, Les Orange. Netherlands is not what they've been in the past. They do have good players. They have not played very aggressively. They've been rather passive. There's a lot of criticism back in Holland about how the World Cup game plan went. They got there through group play, but they don't seem to scare anybody. Now, I'm just wondering, are they laying in the weeds here? Are they just wanted to get through without showing all their wares and their style? So Team USA, how are they going to defend these guys? What video have they looked at to prepare? And do they have a real good hands-on approach to who the Orange really are?
Yeah, it's going to be a great game Saturday morning. We got to wake up bright and early for that one. But just to see Team Netherlands, they've always been consistently in bracket play. I can't recall how long it's been since they made it to a final or even to the semifinals, but they're always a consistently solid program. So yeah, Team USA has their work cut out for them. They're a 2 seed going up against a 1 seed in the bracket. Americans are going to be the underdog, but we'll be cheering along.
We're going to see something we've never seen in World Cup play before. The Dutch have a 6'8" goalkeeper, Andries Noppert. Wow. 6'8", really athletic and long reach. Big challenge there. They've got themselves a young developing forward who's lightning quick. His name is Cody Gakpo. But the media, the European media, the Dutch media, have called them Team Dull and says it's like walking football. Very critical about the style. Team USA, the Netherlands, a.k.a. Holland, the Dutch. It'll be a fun game. And now it's the knockout round, 7 a.m. Pacific time on Saturday. Where do you want to go next?